Hello, fellas and ladies. I'm still doing TIFF. Or maybe you're done with me. Maybe you don't want to look at my face, hear my stupid, gnawing voice. You just want to read. Well, I got you covered because on BitesizeBreakdown.com I wrote 50 reviews for TIFF. 50. 50. Think about that. It's all on there right now. While you're there, just look at the website overall. It's great as fuck. Continuing my TIFF coverage with Baby Girl, directed by Helena Rain. This one is about a CEO of a big tech company played by Nicole Kidman. And it follows an affair that she begins to have with a young intern played by Harris Dickinson and the weird power balance that these two end up having. This is an erotic thriller, so that's fun. Directed by Helena Rain, who you may know her as the director of Bodies, which I thought was great. I was wondering what this would be since it's kind of positioning itself in a more prestige light. Because I thought initially this was just to be like a hot Letterboxd type of movie that like that crowd is going to be really into, and I would probably be into because I really did like Bodies. But no, this movie was a lot more mature than one would think, and I actually found myself really, really liking Baby Girl. Because it's hot as fuck, but like Helena Rain does an outstanding job of like not making this sensational. You got some weird kinky sex stuff in here, don't get me wrong. Like it's definitely talk about it. We even see some of like the weird shit that Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson do together. But there's a certain eroticism successfully lacking from it, and I do think that was very intentional from Helena Rain. Just the way the movie is shot with its long takes, with its angles, the use of color, and just the way that Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson perform, there's a certain eroticism removed from the movie. It's not sensationalized. It's not meant to be like, oh yeah, you fucking dirty fuckers. Nah, nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's more using the erotic thriller idea genre as an overarching like concept for what Helena Rain wanted to do. The more we start to explore this dynamic between the two, it's very quickly that like Harris Dickinson is more of the one, like more of the power in this duo. We kind of start off with him as like a charming, almost meekish kind of figure, and then he just becomes this alluring, like almost beast of a character. Interesting to watch it expand and watch like him kind of tell her to do these things. The atmosphere of this movie is really interesting because it is like a little weird, but it's fun. You're having fun. The soundtrack, the editing, the cinematography, the direction from Helena Rain all contributes to this. Nicole Kidman is outstanding in this movie. I loved watching the internal turmoil of her continuous actions, watching how much she desires and almost succumbing to this like new relationship that she's like experimenting with. This is probably my favorite Nicole Kidman performance I've seen from her in quite some time. Definitely not her best performance. No way, Joseph. But I thought she was outstanding, as was Harris Dickinson. He is fantastic in this role. He really dug into something new I haven't seen from Harris Dickinson yet, which is saying something because he has given us a lot of varied performances. Watching the gears shift, watching his true colors show, watching him kind of trying to understand him in a way is so fascinating to watch through Harris Dickinson. I also want to shout out Antonio Banderas, who really gets his moments to shine towards the end, and he is excellent. I'm not going to pretend that everything in this movie worked for me. Well, okay, it kind of did, but there was something a little missing for me. Like something that really just gave me a huge punch and a huge just like grab, and I never got that. I was just more entranced by the whole experience as a whole, by what Helena Rain was trying to do, about her, you know, analysis of power balance, unchecked desire. And that was enough for me. Even if nothing happened to me that just gave me the big, like, oh yeah, you're watching something special. I never got that moment, but that's like totally fine. I still think Baby Girl works as a like almost dissection of the erotic thriller genre if you really think about it. Because the movie's not about like kinky sex or anything like that. It's more about what the power balance is to each individual. Being that Nicole Kidman's like a female CEO, how that makes her look, whereas Harris Dickinson's being the weird one, and yet, you know, he's the alluring one. I think there is something fascinating that Helena Rain points out about that, even if unintentionally. And I do think Baby Girl is gonna stick with me for a while, just about how much fun I had, but just how fascinating it really was. Baby Girl isn't trying to rile people up, even if that may happen, but what it's really doing is using its excellent performances and genre of an erotic thriller to make some fascinating points and give us something really worthwhile and fun. I really loved Baby Girl, and I'm going to give it 8.5 Nicole Kidmans out of 10. This is probably actress or bust. Some people are going to try and make this more than it actually is. Maybe try and throw a screenplay or Harris Dickinson in there. I wouldn't bother. I would say Nicole Kidman is probably not going to get nominated. That's my guess, but I wouldn't be shocked. She is excellent. She is Nicole Kidman. It's an erotic thriller, but, like, I think it's, like, removed enough from that people will get, like, you know, voters will be fine voting for her. I just didn't get the vibe that she would get nominated when I saw this. I know she's a Volpe winner. I don't give a like, the Venice Awards are not as important as y'all think it is. I know there's some correlation recently, but, like, you know, that doesn't really, like, mean much. Usually when it happens, it's, like, stuff that was going to happen already. Like, Poor Things won the Golden Lion. That was already going to get nominated. The only one that, like, sticks out to me as, like, you know, could that have been a boost is, like, Joker. But, like, I don't think Nicole Kidman, you know, winning a Volpe Cup really, you know, gives her a boost. I don't think voters are going to look at that and be like, oh, okay, I got to vote for her now. I think they're going to vote for her if they really want to. Which they could. But, you know, is she going to get anything outside of the Globe? Maybe. Critics' Choice could go for her if they don't want to go with Marianne Jean-Baptiste or Amy Adams. SAG could go for her, maybe. She could do really well with precursors. If she gets all 4 major precursors, I'll predict her. But, like, I don't know. I think she can be snubbable the whole way around. All right. And that is it. Like, subscribe, and share, and who knows what I'm about to do. Because sex. I'm implying I'm going to do kinky sex shit.